Hi, Brock here again for another episode of the Dev Blog series. And while the focus of this series is to show you guys what I'm learning in Unity and to continue that project going, I also want to take the time to geek out and just show you some other things real quick. So, one of the other projects that I have been doing is I modded a couple PS4 controllers. So this one I replaced most of the buttons with these white buttons. Now I had to order like most custom buttons. Let's see if it shows up. Most custom buttons, there you go, do not have the actual action icons on them. So I had to kind of order these from a separate company from the rest of the parts. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I decided not to replace this middle one because I feel like this stands out better. Now, this other controller, I did replace the little touchpad thing, and that's mainly because I didn't end up replacing the action buttons or the D-pad. So I felt like this had a better balance to it and whatnot. Now, this controller has a really unique story. So I found this controller while I was taking Darcy the mini pig on a walk a few years ago now. And I found this in the grass. And so I took it home and it did not turn on, didn't work. I just put it in a pile. And I was like, maybe one day I'll figure out what's wrong with it. And eventually, I opened up my own PS4 controller. I replaced the joysticks, and I got more comfortable with the idea of opening up a controller. And so when I was fixing another friend's controller, I decided, hey, let me go ahead and see if I can't figure out what is going on with that controller that I found years ago. And so I figured it out. It was actually the little charging port. This, either the circuit board was bad or the port itself was bad. I'm not entirely sure. But I was able to order that piece and replace it. And so now it's fully functional. And of course, I swapped out these. And this is actually going to be a gift for a little girl. So that's what this is. And instead of it just being somebody's forgotten about, non-working PS4 controller that they, I don't know, checked out the window. I really don't know how it ended up in that grass, but, it ended up coming back with me. And now, I cleaned it up and everything, and it's working. So that's pretty cool. And that goes to show like the durability of these controllers is pretty good. You replace a couple parts and this thing literally, I have no clue how long it was outside, in the elements, and it still works. So that is pretty cool. And then let me show you some other stuff that I'm kind of excited about. I had ordered some things like a while back, and they came in. So let me show you that real quick.
A few moments later. More moments later.
All right. For those of you that know me, I definitely, there we go. I definitely am a Final Fantasy VII fan. And I had ordered this a while back. And it's pretty cool. Let's see if I can, there we go. And then the back. I am pretty happy with how this fits. for those of you that know me, I have been on like a weight loss journey, and so I ordered this with the measurements that I was hoping would fit right. I was a little bit concerned. I wasn't sure. Of course, this came from China, so I know sometimes the sizing is a bit small. But this is actually a large in the sizing measurements from where I got it. I'll put in a link. I got it off eBay. I'll put a link to it because they have other hoodies and whatnot. But I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. It looks really cool on the screen. So, yeah. So there was this, and then let me show you this other thing.
A few minutes later.
All right. This is the other thing I got, and I've actually wanted this for a little while. It's from a company called Teeturtle. They popped up on my Facebook page a while back. And they have these cool little cute t-shirts that, they have different fandoms and stuff. They have like license agreements with some of the different companies like Star Wars. So I was pretty excited to get this. They do have different sales, that happen. And so that's when I would suggest buying it. I'll also put a link of where I got this, their website. None of those links are sponsored or anything like that. I just am geeking out and want to share these cute little nerdy things. So
7 months later.
Wow. Yeah, it's been 7 months. No kidding. Take a look at the last time I touched this project. Literally 7 months. So, have I been wearing this shirt the entire time? No, I haven't. I just went ahead and put it on because a lot of other things have changed during this time. And I figured, maybe if the shirt stayed the same, it wouldn't be so bad. But anyway, I want to let you all know what I've been up to for the last 7 months. I've actually done quite a few things. What took my attention away from this project to begin with was work. So my company went over a rebranding, and I actually was spending 100-hour weeks for a few months, and I ended up rebuilding and launching 9 websites simultaneously with a new brand. And honestly, I just got sick and tired of sitting here because I sit here for my work as well as to play games on my desktop. I switch over the way I have my setup. I live in a tiny place, and so I have my work laptop and my desktop set up to the same monitors, same mouse, keyboard, and I just switch over and everything switches. I'll actually be showing that setup in another video at some point. So you can see what I'm talking about. But some of the other things that I started doing because I just did not want to be sitting here any longer was I got into doing some more modding of controllers. You saw a couple of them, and then here's another one that I did. Let's see, the color looks a little bit off here. Can we fix that? Let's see if we can fix that. Can we fix that on the fly? Does it let us do that? Let's try it out. Let's see. Properties. Does it just let me start messing with this? Let's try it out. No? Maybe not.
1 eternity later.
Can you see me messing with this now? That's about right. Right about there. But my walls are wrong. Golly. Can we maybe take the saturation down a little bit? That's pretty close. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I feel a little desaturated now. I don't know. You all tell me. Do I look fine? So, this is a purple. This is a green. Anyway, Evangelion was what I was basing this controller mod off of. And then, I was like, well, I want to buy PS5, so I got a PS5, and I don't really care for this protective thing that I got on this, so whatever. I wasn't sure that I wanted to modify a PS5 controller, but I did anyway. And look at that, like this isn't that looks more orange now. See, the saturation just isn't right. Oh my goodness. So one of the other things I've done is I got a new camera, which I'll tell you about in a second. Obviously, I'm messing around with stuff still. All right, so it popped up over there. Okay, so what's the problem? Is it the hue? If we put this back, we'll put that back to 0. Does that help? Okay. That's at 0. That's pretty close. Let me. So putting it back to the settings that I had it at earlier, make this look correct, but make this not look all that correct. Like this looks more blue than purple to me on the screen compared to in real life. Anyway, whatever. But this looks right. Anyway, okay, so obviously I get distracted pretty easily. So this PS5 controller, I modified it. I just switched up faceplate, put little protectors on it, and then I kind of wanted to do this on a PS4, but I never could quite get what I wanted right. But I started, I've wanted to do a Metroid controller design for a while, and so this is the start of a PS5 Metroid controller. I was going to go ahead and do green on it. Oh, I forgot to point out on this. I was so proud of this build because everything lights up. Like all the stuff lights up, and yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Even under here, the underneath the joysticks, everything lights up. So I was super happy with that controller. I don't know if I'm gonna do the same level on this one, but we'll see if I want to get that crazy. I'm a little bit there's a lot more parts inside a PS5 controller than a PS4 controller, and I didn't have to do a full breakdown of this. The faceplates are actually super easy to switch out. The faceplate is just this piece right here, this colored piece. However, the rest of it's harder. So we'll see. We'll see where I go with that. Besides that, since I bought a PS5 controller, I had to play the PS5, just by the cost of PS5, game system rather. So I've played a lot of Spider-Man, and I've never platinumed a game before. Like, that's where you unlock like all the trophies for a game. But I really like that game, and I was getting into it so much, I realized I was on my way to platinuming it. Excuse me. So, anyway, what I ended up doing was I ended up getting all the trophies for the main game, and I've also done that for the remastered trophies. So I'm playing the remastered version of Spider-Man on PS5. And I've gotten all the trophies for the first DLC. I have 2 more DLCs to go. And then I have to play through the game on Pro mode to get the new game, like it's where you replay the game. There's trophies for it. So once I do that, I'll have completely platinumed everything. So I'm pretty excited. I know I can get all these trophies. It's the first game that I've ever really wanted to do this, and it's because getting the trophies are kind of fun. I love Final Fantasy VII, but I don't know if I'll ever bother trying to get all the trophies because I don't really find getting the trophies that they have fun to get. So I don't know, whatever. So some of the other stuff I did to kind of get away from the computer for a bit was I built a desk. Well, before I built the desk, I actually built a shelf. And I will do a little video showcasing the shelf. I'll do a little video showcasing my desk. I love the desk. It actually is a desk that goes up and down. And Josh helped me out with that, and it was really fun building that with him. I also went on a road trip with my family and went and saw Old Faithful and got to see Highway 1, and I got a new camera that I mentioned, and I was able to take video of it, and then I've set it up to the computer here to have a hopefully a little bit better video experience for you all. And you know, I even right here I restored this I repurposed and restored a whiteboard and redesigned it to fit in the spot. So I'm pretty happy about that. And you know, throughout all of this, I'm still writing down game design ideas, and so I think I'm kind of getting back into the ready to restart this project. And although I haven't touched it in 7 months, I know where I left off. I know what I want to do next. I'm gonna finish this little guy, and then I'll start on one of those ideas that I've been writing down. And we'll see what the future holds with that. But I'm pretty excited, and hopefully I'll have another video for you all soon. I'm not gonna try to hold myself down to like a schedule or anything like that, because that just doesn't work out for me apparently. So, but we'll see. I'd rather just, you know, give you guys postings and be enthusiastic. I did post one of the things I did on vacations. I helped my nephew build a computer, so I did post a new time lapse of building a computer and whatnot. So yeah, so I'll definitely start back on this game development project, and I hope you guys continue to follow this journey. Thanks.